Welcome back to Melody Guitar Book 2. This book focuses on learning how to read and play melodies in standard music notation. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own copy of Melody Guitar 2 that you can read from and write in, plus you can support a music teacher. So I'll leave a link in the description. We're on page 49 and we have a C major scale exercise that incorporates the dotted quarter eighth note rhythms you learned about in the previous lesson. On page 49, we have number 103, this C major scale exercise, which includes dotted quarter and eighth notes, which you learned about in the previous lesson. And we're going to be applying this to your C major scale, which is part of your warm-up. This is a longer exercise, but really it can be divided into three shorter exercises. So I'll talk about the three sections and then we'll put it all together and play all the way through it. So first of all, we're in common time, so we're going to be counting 1, 2, 3, 4 all the time. In the first line, we have 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. And you're basically doing this all the way up until you reach the whole note C at the end of the second line. So each measure, you're playing that dotted quarter and eighth note figure twice. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and so forth. And then after you play that that whole note C at the end of line 2, then you're just playing back the other way. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, all the way until you get to the end of the fourth line where you just have a whole note C. Lines 5 and 6, the rhythm is the same, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and you're just changing notes more quickly. Instead of playing 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1 like you did in the first 4 lines, now as soon as you play a dotted quarter eighth note figure, you're moving right on to the next note. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, and so forth until you get to that half note C at the end of the fifth line. And then you're just going back in line 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, all the way until you get to the low C at the end of that line. Line 7 is the busiest line. You don't repeat any notes. It's just 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. And this line in particular, you want to watch your pick direction. It's easy to lose your pick direction when you're changing notes. Make sure you're down, up, down, up, down, up, down, all the way through. I'm going to play all the way through number 103 now. I'm going to play this at quarter equals 90. Feel free to play along with me or play to a metronome so you can choose your own tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. C, 2, 3, third line. Line 5, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1. Line 6, last line. Your assignment is to add the C major scale exercise into your warm-up routine for the next few weeks. And as always, work on keeping a steady tempo by playing along with the video or play to a metronome so you can choose your own tempo. And don't forget to order your own copy of Melody Guitar Book 2. You can watch all these videos for free, but it's going to be a lot easier to learn if you have your own book that you can read from and write in, so I'll leave a link in the description. Since this is going to be more of an ongoing exercise, go ahead and move right on to page 50. We have some melodies with dotted quarter notes.